Hello and welcome to this video about navigating through Schoology, the app and the web version. So by the end of this video, we hope the goals that you will take from this is to be able to navigate through each course, look at updates, look at your child's grades, know how to submit work, know how to send a message to your teacher or classmate, and view the calendar so that you can stay organized. So I'm going to first go through navigating through the app. This is loaded on your student's iPad. So when your student first logs on, they will see updates. So these are updates from either the teacher or the counselor, just important information that they need to know, and these will always stay up there unless it's something your teacher only needed to know for a second and then they can delete it the next day. So I'm going to click in this upper left-hand corner, these three bars. When I click on that menu, you will see a bunch of different things that pop up. These are all the important parts of Schoology. So I'm going to start by clicking on courses. When you click on courses, you will see all of the periods that your student has. Usually there's a picture with the period number, but there's also the description. So I will start by exploring the math class because that's what I teach. Over here on the right hand side, this is a way to keep your student organized. It has all the upcoming assignments. So if they drag this out to the left, they'll see the date and what is due that day. And so they see something from yesterday, from today, and sometimes things in the future. So this is just a way to keep them organized so they know this is what I have to do by the end of the day. As you navigate through the course, each teacher will organize their course in a different way, but as you can see, for this class, each day is organized within a folder with the most recent day being on top. And then there will be more important information here. So it's going to be up to your student to learn for each of their teachers the way that they need to navigate through the course. So over on the left-hand side, what I did is just clicked updates, and these are the same updates that I showed you in the beginning, but it's just specifically for this class. Now let's navigate through grades. So when I click on grades, I see that there's a percentage under semester 1. So I'm going to start just clicking all of these down and I can see where the scores are. So we have one quiz, and then for the classwork, over here are the points. You'll see in this gray, this is a comment that the student got. So all of these are her points. If you were to see a 0, that means your student did not turn that assignment in, or you might see a star showing that has yet to be graded. So this is a way a student can keep up with their work and how they're doing. Let's move on to members. So when I click on members, the teacher will always be the first person listed here. When I click on that, I'm doing this so that I can send a message. So this is the best way to send a message. Let's click on this plus sign. And then from here, you can write whatever you need to in the subject. I need help with this, or I have a question about, and this is the best way to reach your teacher because it goes straight to her Schoology account, and then you can communicate through there. So can you help me with this, blah, blah, blah. And then you would check the green check mark right there to send that message. You can also do this with other students in the classroom. Let's say you have a group project and you need to contact that student. So let's check out another course. I see all the periods here. Let's click on language arts. So again, you see the upcoming material right there, and you see that this teacher organizes their work a little bit differently. So you'll see they organize it by weeks. So your student would click on the week, and those pencils are assignments that they have, or a discussion, or a puzzle piece would be a test. So your student's going to be able to explore all of these different options within Schoology. If we take a look at one more class, it looks like this teacher has all of their assignments listed one after the other. So all of those pencils would be assignments that the student's working on. And remember, the most recent one is an upcoming. I'm going to go back to math because this is my classroom, so it's just a little bit easier for me to show you all of the details. Let's talk about submitting an assignment. So I'm going to click on this pencil 1.1 to 1.3 quiz scratch paper, and it has the info of the assignment, and then I clicked on submissions. So you'll see the student already has some submissions available. They already submitted this. But if I wanted to make another submission, I'm going to click on this plus sign in the upper right-hand corner. These are all of my options for a submission. So I can create a written submission, submit a photo video, or from my resources, record audio, or submit from an app. So I'm just going to submit a photo video for this option, and then my camera roll will pop up. I'm just going to click on most recent, and I'll upload a Bitmoji. So I'm going to click on this green check mark right here, click on it one more time, and then I can see it's uploading the media. So now I saw my new revision. I know that my assignment has been uploaded. A lot of times we upload from Notability, and there will be a parent video on how to do that. So I worked my way back to the main menu and I clicked on calendar. Let's see what the calendar shows your students. So it's all the upcoming assignments. You'll see the date there and what's due. And if I click on this tab, I can also check per day. So I clicked on August 31st and I can see the work down here that is due. Or if I click on today's date, I can see the work that's due for that day. That's a great way for your student to stay organized. Now I'm going to be moving on to the web version. So if you wanted to see it on your computer, you would visit this website right here, nlmusd.schoology.com, and you would sign in with your students' Google information, which is their first name, last four digits of their ID, at student.nlmusd.com. So that information you have, but I'm going to show you what the site actually looks like. So it looks a little bit different. I'm only going to be able to show you my class's version, unfortunately, for this one. So this is the student, this is how the course looks to the student. And if I look at the top, this is where I can organize all of my courses. So you'll see the period numbers, and the student would just click on their class and it would bring them to the home page. There's also groups, but your student might not be in too many groups. There's resources, tools, and then up here is the calendar like I just showed you on the app, and you'll see everything is listed for that day. So these are actually the assignments that I have given, so your students will look a little different. There's also notifications. Your student won't have as many as me. I have 50, but they will have a few notifications there for them. So you'll notice that this update was not on the app. It is something that I made with links, so it was only available on the web version. That's why I also like students to check out the web version. Not all teachers will have this, but some will. So again, on the right hand side, we have the upcoming assignments, and then this should look very familiar to the app. So all of the folders that are organized by date with all of the files in there for students to navigate. So if we look into these folders, you will see all of the information for that day that the student can navigate, and that's what they have to complete. So let's look at what a submission would look like, the same as the last time. So as you can see, the student had already made 2 submissions. I won't be able to submit, but on your students it would say right here, create a submission. I'm not able to do it for the student, but you would be able to click create submission and upload that photo like I showed you on the app. So let's navigate over here on this menu. When I navigate through the course, let me go back real quick. I'm going to click on updates. And again, these are the same updates that you saw in the app. It's just the important information from the teacher. And then if I click on grades, it looks similar. So I have all of the work. These blue marks means there's been a submission. You have your comments on the right hand side. So the student did submit a discussion, but it hasn't been graded yet. So if you see any zeros, then you know your student has not submitted that assignment just yet. Let's discover the members again. It looks very similar. So I would click on my teacher's name, and then I would be able to send a message. So it should say send a message, and then it will give you a text box to write in. It looks a little bit different for me since I'm on my account and not a student account. So again, we're navigating through the material, and I hope that this gave you a bunch of information on how to discover Schoology. So I hope you feel more educated, and I hope this helps you help your student. Thank you for attending.